Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tando and I'm going to be showing you today how I achieved this sideboard look as well as part of the dining area makeover that I've been up to for the past while. Yes, I had intended for this dining room makeover or dining area makeover to be a part of my Christmas or Vlogmas, but life got the better of all of us and the food was to be eaten, so I was busy doing that most of the time. And I hope you guys did enjoy your Christmas and had a lovely time with your family, however it is that you celebrate the day. But I do hope that it did bring you smiles and great happiness. So again, to my subscribers, thank you again for tuning in, and please keep sharing, please keep vibing with me on the content that I post. And to the new people, welcome, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for clicking on this. I do appreciate it largely. Please do subscribe, please share the content, and please also do engage with me on my YouTube channel as well as on my Instagram page. I would also greatly appreciate that. I am gonna leave my Instagram handle in the description box. It's been a while, guys. I'm gonna leave my Instagram handle in the description box and as well as on screen somewhere, either in the intro or towards the outro of my video. That's it from me right now. Then please stay tuned and see how we achieved this look, this vibe over here. Ciao. Hey again, guys. So a huge deal of this entire makeover was my thrifted store items. So these two major items I got from Cash Converters in Auckland Park, Melville. I think it's Melville. Yes, it's Melville. And I used these two items, which I bought all together for like 400 Rand max, to give myself a updated dining area look and a renewed space, and yeah, generally a greatly needed makeover for my dining area. As to speak, I didn't have a dining area, we ate on our laps. So needless to say, guys, this was a rather necessary, as it actually helps like your eating patterns, it helps cleanliness, it's just overall a great look as well. And I wanted one and I wanted to get one, and I didn't want to spend too much money on it. So yeah, this is what I did. So the first steps that I did was taking it apart, and there was this tacky, sticky, dirty cover. It's like a sticky film that they had put on this. I don't know if this was meant to be a protective thing. I am unsure. I removed all the hardware off of this. Yeah, this was an easy takedown for me. It wasn't that bad. However, the following part, guys, was near torturous. I broke 2 nails trying to do this. This was sad. This was like, yeah, there was nothing I could think of, and I did at this point wish that I had a hot air gun, or maybe I actually should have tried using a hairdryer to see if it would actually help this the removal of this be so much easier. But yeah, I went into it, and both doors had this on from like front all the way into the inner edges of each door, and it was an awful takedown. It took about, I'd say, roughly 15 minutes per door, with breaks in between for like air and water, and maybe a little chant for me to just keep going. And this was only the beginning, guys. But yeah, this was I'd say the more difficult part of this. Everything else was really not that bad, and I am a beginner. It really wasn't that bad. So yeah, that was the rest of it that had come off. The next part that I did do was to try clean off the tack and glue that was left behind from the residue from the film that was coated on there. Initially when I bought this, I thought that this was all coated, but it seems like they actually left a weird layer of blue oil paint and varnish on top. But hopefully, since we are going to be using a chalk paint, it's going to be able to cover. I then followed everything up by trying to fix the busted edges using my wood filler and then grinding that down. So for the look on the doors, I achieved that by getting these panels from P&A stores and getting them cut to size. When I was at Leroy Merlin, they have great services, guys. So if you don't have a jigsaw like myself, you can get your wood pieces and such cut to size or to specifications at Leroy Merlin. So to create this textured 3D look, I did sand down the different sized panels and glue them to each other, and that I did with my 100 grit sanding paper. And I did on the underside and the part that I'm going to be sticking it on, I did actually try to remove as much of the sort of dust as I possibly could, and then I began the process of attaching the panels to each other. So I used regular wood glue. Wood glue would work on this. It's panels. It is MDF, but it does actually work quite well with wood glue. However, I did notice on the final product it did buckle, and I feel that's because of how I actually weighed it down. I should have probably done that a little bit upside down at some point just to even it out and keep it level, but I did kind of have to find a quick fix for that, which was me adding on more wood filler into the empty gaps and spaces that formed afterwards. So after I created the 3D textured panel, I attached it to the door in the same manner in which I created the panel, which is sanding and using the wood glue to form the attachment, adding weights, and I did actually try get this in line. So I don't have a spirit level, but I do have an iPhone, which is great in terms of it coming with extra tools and bits. So I did eventually manage to get it measured and level with the other door aside it. I do not have clamps, and you have now witnessed that I do not have clamps. So I did use the weight bits that we had lying around the house. It was like random assortments of both of them, so I used those to the best of my ability. And here again, I am showing you how I got these to level just to see that they are matched up. And this was the fix that I did after the doors seem to have buckled after me weighing them down unevenly. So I did that, I sanded it down, and then I proceeded to go to the star of the show, the major makeover. This is what Maybelline does for us. This is what foundation is to us. This is what good skincare is to us as well. So yeah, I did get this awesome product, a Rust-Oleum chalked paint in the color cream chiffon, and I used this to, I didn't need to prime, as it goes on so well. I used this to paint my sideboard with. So I think I did maximum 3 coats on the darker parts of the door just all together, because it was still peeking through. But like if you have a white piece or a lighter board, this could be easily covered in 2 light coats of paint. And I followed this up by painting the body of the sideboard. That also took 2 to 3 coats of the paint. I initially did buy roller brushes thinking that I was going to use that, but then I also read in another paint review for the chalked paint, like in general, it does tend to soak up if you're going to use foam roller brushes. So I avoided that, and I used my Hamilton paintbrush, the 36mm one. So yeah, it went on quite well. It dried quick in between. I'd say it took about 20 minutes per coat to dry. So I ended up painting this mostly in one night, and the next day after I saw it in daylight, I could see where it was sparser, and then that's where I added on more paint. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for more. So now I'm sure you guys have noticed that I removed all the hardware but one. This one would not budge. I tried using the drill, I tried using like all types of screwdrivers that I had. I even asked for help, it would not budge. So we decided on keeping it there in case it gives us problems in the future. But I was able to shift it in order to paint on the side there, so it didn't end up being such a train smash. But yeah, it did provide a little bit of difficulty. So yeah, do watch out for those, and watch out, trying to remove them with force might end up causing you to have splinters and all such on your items. I love this paint because it doesn't drip. it does not drip. I literally didn't have any protective surfaces that I put down. I didn't put any newspapers or anything. I just tried to be as careful as possible in my work, and I didn't get any problems with that. So my follow-up step after all those layers of paint was to get the doorknob on there. This is a doorknob that I purchased from Poetry. I got 2 of these. It was 80 rands each. They've got an awesome selection, guys. I do highly recommend that you guys go over there and check them out. I got this look, which I would have gotten from other stores for quite a high amount, so I'm quite happy with that. And here was drilling for my leg plates, which I got from Galmars. So I did drill 4 pilot holes for them and then screwed them in. Then I was able to just screw the M8 bolt into the leg plate, and that was as easy as that. So here's the final look, guys. I hope you did enjoy the video. I hope it was up to your standards. I'm quite happy with this look. It did actually turn out to be an extreme makeover for me in terms of how my living room space was initially, and I am really pleased. So please do stay tuned for more. I'm gonna be posting more content on what else I did update in this space. So yes, do follow up on this. Thank you so much again for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe, share, and stay loving. Bye.